for at least the 3 weeks. of the open
Okay,
house.
this is a meeting of the Redevelopment Agency of Tooele City, meeting in a business meeting Wednesday, September 18th. Just after our city council business meeting, this meeting is being held in the Tooele City Hall Council Chambers located at 90 North Main and also broadcast on the Tooele City YouTube channel. First item of the agenda is a roll call. Board Member McCall.
Present.
Board Member Hanson.
Present.
Board Member Brady.
Present.
I am Board Member Manzio, and I am also present, and Board Member Goches is excused from this meeting. Next item is Resolution 2023-03, a resolution of the Redevelopment Agency of Tooele City, Utah, approving and ratifying an agreement with Broken Arrow, Inc. for expansion of the Denny's parking lot in order to accommodate the future adjacent signalized intersection.
Good evening. So this is for the Denny's parking lot, and currently existing, they have an entrance and an exit just on SR 36 Main Street. But as you're aware, with the new Kimball development at 1000 North and Main, that entrance will eventually be closed off by UDOT because there will be a signalized intersection into the Kimball development. And following that, there will be an entrance and exit right there, kind of in that entrance exit way from that signalized intersection for Denny's. And you might say, well, when will UDOT close their entrance and when will that signalized intersection be inputted or activated? And we don't have an answer and the Kimballs don't have an answer, so there's no official date. But that's why this work is important to be completed, and it was sent out. And it also is important to note too that the RDA and procurement policies don't require a competitive bidding process in this kind of stage. And you will see in Exhibit A, the cost estimate is attached, $92,390.55, and that includes that westward expansion of the parking lot so that Denny's is not losing any parking spaces. It also includes closing off that entrance and exit to Main Street currently and landscaping it with two different choices. Whether the owner picks kind of a weed, rock, mulch, or whether it be sod. And I must commend the mayor, the city engineer, Paul Hansen, and myself. We've met with the Denny's owner multiple times to really accommodate his needs and address his concerns. Are there any questions?
And this came to us in an email
That's right.
previously.
And the need for the emergency, hurry and get this done, we can't get a time limit on anything, except that the roadway is proposed to be paved going into the Kimball development at this intersection before the end of September. So that means the light will move quickly. We assume that that's what's going to happen, and we just can't take the risk of not having Denny's made whole by the impact of this development.
Well, the price just keeps going up too if you wait.
Yeah. True.
Okay, any other questions or discussion? I'd be willing to entertain a motion then.
I move that we approve Resolution 2024-03.
Second.
Okay, moved by Board Member Brady and seconded by Board Member Hanson. We'll take it to the vote. Board Member McCall.
Aye.
Board Member Hanson.
Aye.
Board Member Brady.
Aye.
I am Board Member Manzio, and I also vote aye. That passes 4-0. Item number 4 is Resolution 2024-04, a resolution of the Redevelopment Agency of Tooele City, Utah, authorizing RDA participation in rail infrastructure upgrades at Peterson Industrial Depot.
Good evening. So you will see this is for specifically rail infrastructure, specifically for existing and also future businesses within PID. Some recent examples of the new locates include Central States and Minova, and you will see that letter of request from Peterson Industrial Depot in Exhibit A, and the total cost of those rail infrastructure upgrades were just over $786,000, and then that request is $150,000. And this really is important too to note. Not only it's really not stated in here in this request, but also too looking at the property tax generation that we receive, and these upgrades are have to be done for current and future businesses. And it talks about obviously all the jobs and job creation And I think Councilman Manzione noted too, that, and the mayor was also noting to me earlier, that this has already been completed work, so this is not a reimbursement, this is payment now to PID. Are there any questions?
If not, then is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I make a motion. Are you a chairman? You a chairman of the RDA? You are, right? Okay, I did that right. I approve, the motion we approve Resolution 2024-04, resolution of the Redevelopment Agency of Tooele City, Utah, authorizing RDA participation on railroad infrastructure upgrades at Peterson Industrial Depot for $150,000.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved by Board Member Hanson and seconded by Board Member Brady to approve Resolution 2024-04. Board Member McCall, how do you vote?
Aye.
Board Member Hanson?
Aye.
Board Member Brady?
Aye.
I also vote aye. That passes 4-0. Item number 5 is a Resolution 2024-05, a resolution of the Redevelopment Agency of Tooele City, Utah, authorizing RDA participation in infrastructure upgrades at the Peterson Industrial Depot.
Good evening. So this is for a large list of infrastructure improvements, which you'll see attached in Exhibit A. So this includes a focus really on pressure reducing valves for water, and you'll see that in that estimate proposal. And then you'll also see in regard to the ribbon curbing, which really helps with preservation of concrete in that area. And you'll also see in Exhibit A, you'll see that letter of request from PID, which talks about the city's economic development goals and redevelopment goals of substantial investment, job creation, and future growth in RDA areas. And you also see in that estimate proposal that the total amount is just almost 2.9 million. And they are asking for RDA participation of 1.5 million. And that is different from the previous resolution in that this will be on a reimbursement basis as work is completed. And you'll also see in Exhibit C, the breakdown of the pressure reducing valves in the project area. So it's also noted too that not only is this for the future development, but also any development that's already occurred further down. This stops water lines from, to my understanding, kind of exploding from the pressure. So this serves everybody in the area. Any questions?
I do have a question. I think that in the resolution, it does not have the fact that it is reimbursable.
Okay.
So can we have that just as part of the motion? Whether it's through a phased approach or all at once at the end, I don't think it matters, but. Any other questions?
Yeah, how much money we have?
Well, we have enough money to do this. The RDA does end, or this RDA area ends at the end of the year. We do have some fund balance, and then we have tax collection of this year. So I think it is important, since this is the RDA area, that we spend that money that's collected from there for that area in that area and do as much as we can while we have the RDA area.
There is also a high-pressure water line, part of this project, that will come down Utah Avenue from about Emerald Avenue down to Lodestone. In talking with engineer, that high-pressure water line will also be able to serve the east side or the other side, up towards Rogers Road, where future development will happen. So that's another important part, but it's on the depot, and it will serve the depot, and so we can use the RDA funding for that.
I don't know the total balance off the top of my head of what's left in there.
Really?
Fund balance?
It's
Wasn't it just right around 5 million?
5 million is what I was going to say.
With the property tax that we will get this year, at the end, when the area ends, there will be about 5 million in that fund balance.
So I did have the number, sorry.
It was up there.
Okay, any other questions in particular to this resolution? Okay, is there a motion?
I make a motion, we approve Resolution 2024-05, a resolution of the Redevelopment Agency of Tooele City, Utah, authorizing RDA participation in infrastructure upgrades at the Peterson Industrial Depot. What am I supposed to say?
Reimburse.
Upon completion of the work.
Reimbursement as work is completed.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
And I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved by Board Member Hanson, seconded by Board Member McCall, to approve Resolution 2024-05 with reimbursement upon completion of the work. And we'll take this to a vote. Board Member Brady?
Aye.
Board Member Hanson?
Aye.
Board Member McCall?
Aye.
And Board Member Manzio, and I also vote aye. That passes 4-0. Thank you, John. And then final thing on the agenda are the minutes from our June 19th, 2024 meeting.
Throwing it way back
I
to
know.
June.
So if you can remember, clarify that back.
Of course, they're right.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded by Board Member Brady and McCall to approve the minutes of June 19th. Board Member McCall?
Aye.
Board Member Hanson?
Aye.
Board Member Brady?
Aye.
Aye. Board Member Manzio, and I also vote aye. That passes 4-0, and we will adjourn. Thanks.
Dave, somebody's stealing my stuff.